Hey cats, what's happening? It's like summer today, 80 degrees, sunny. I had to go for a ride. It's a lot of fun, really. Just, a little ride around the block here for now, for purposes of the video, but yeah, I hit the road with some other riding too. Anyway, wonderful day to you all. And I hope you're ready to ride this spring. Yeah, I got Velcro thing on the back of my hat. A lot of people say, how do you keep your hat on your head when you're riding? I cinch that Velcro up real tight where my hat's real snug, and it stays on there. I mean, I just got back from running. I was probably doing about 65 miles an hour, and the hat didn't go anywhere, so it stays on. I got the bike kind of cleaned up here for springtime. I got my tools all back in order, and I can always do more with it. I like to take care of my bike. I don't like to abuse it. But speaking of abuse, back when this thing was brand new, I abused it. I thought, okay, it's brand new. It's running like a top. It's got brand new tires. What could go wrong? When you got something brand new, what can go wrong? So I went to a party at one of my buddies' places, and like a biker party, and there were some other motorcycles there, but not very many. And he had a nice big old brand new cement driveway, and so I came up his driveway and I just let her rip and just smoked a tire and left a nice big old black streak right down his driveway. And everybody was pretty amused by that, and he was pretty impressed that I tagged his driveway. I don't know if his wife liked it too much, but he thought it was pretty funny. In fact, he says, "Go do it again. I want to see you do it again." I went down to the end of his driveway, turned around, come back, and I left a dual black stripe up the middle of his driveway again. I did that at a couple of parties, and I even got a video where I'm smoking the tire off here in the garage, and I think under the truck here somewhere there's still a black mark that's permanently embedded into the garage floor where I filled the garage up with smoke from smoking the tire off one day. So yeah, this little bike's seen its share of abuse. I was at a wedding one time, and I went to leave, and some people were outside, and they were egging me on, rev the engine up, rev the engine, because they're not familiar with a Harley or anything. And so I'm sitting there in the parking lot, and I just throttled her up, dumped the clutch, and whoa, just smoked the tire there in the parking lot, and they were all like, "Yeah, all right." Not anymore. I won't abuse my bike like that anymore. I went to another party, and there was a cat there who liked to work on bikes, and he had a pretty nice bike there, and we were all parked in the lawn. We just lined the bikes up there in the grass, and we were out there drinking a beer and just talking and stuff. Well, he jumps on his bike, and he fires it up, and he decides, he's going to smoke the tire right there in the lawn. Well, he's going through the gears, reaching down, shifting up through the gears, and the tire's just smoking in the grass there, and it starts digging a hole. And he goes, and the mud's flying up, the dirt's flying up, and he's just throttling on it and just letting it go. And he sunk that tire all the way down to the axle into the ground, where the fender was on the ground. Now, how could that be good for a bike in any way, shape, or form? For one, you're throwing all this dirt all over the thing. You're not only wearing your tire, but when you're going down into the ground like that, you're wearing the sidewalls, the rim is getting gravel, dirt on it, even your brake disc there. And even, on your drive. So I don't remember if his bike had, I don't even remember what year his bike was at this time, because it was a while back, so I don't remember if he had belt drive or a chain, but it was buried down in the dirt. And in fact, they had a heck of a time getting it back out of there. We had like 3 guys lifting to get the wheel back up out of the ground. It was kind of embedded down in the dirt there. Total abuse. Another great abuse story I had, though, was I used to know this guy. His name was Scott. And, you know, he was a younger guy, kind of burly, kind of your old school type biker. Always wear just a pair of baggy jeans, some boots, and a biker tee, and had his wallet chain hanging, and he always had a wrench stuck in his back pocket. Well, Scott liked to work on bikes a lot, and he ran a lot of older bikes, so he had this old shovel head he brought to the party, and he liked to drink, and he got himself fairly inebriated where he was having a pretty good time, and he thought he was going to put on a show for everybody. So he brought his bike up to the garage and pushed his front tire right against the garage door and started smoking his tire off there. And he had that bike, he shifted it through the gears, and he just had that tire smoking, just white smoke billowing out everywhere. And of course the whole crowd, there was probably 50 people there, and they were all cheering him on, you know, yeah, go for it. All of a sudden, bam! Now that wasn't his tire that blew, his motor blew. I mean, that thing just stopped instantly. Yeah, the engine was smoking, it was red hot. There was oil everywhere. That was the end. That bike was leaving on a pickup truck bed. It wasn't going to go anywhere. I felt bad for him, you know. I mean, everybody likes to see a show, a burnout show. But when you see something that drastic happen, it's kind of sad, you know. Blew up his motor. But Scott was kind of a wrencher. I mean, he liked to work on bikes, so I'm sure he had another motor he could throw on there or find one easy enough. Or maybe even rebuild the one that he blew up. I don't know. And maybe he knew it was going to blow and he blew it on purpose. I don't know what his story was. It wasn't too long after that. A few years later, he passed away. I don't even remember exactly what happened to him. He just got ill and I don't know if he had a heart attack or something, but he died as a young man. You know, whenever you go to these biker rallies too, the funny thing is, you know, when you go to Sturgis or Daytona or wherever, they got these burnout pits. They're made intentionally for people to smoke their tires off. These guys will come in there with kind of a worn out bad tire that they really don't care about anymore, and they'll smoke their tires off until they explode. Boom! Well, I mean, okay, you lose a tire, but there's got to be a lot of wear and tear on the bike itself. It's got to be a lot of wear and tear on the drive, the transmission, the clutch, the motor, I mean, everything. And they're all prepared for it. I mean, they're ready to go out and buy a new tire and throw it on the rim and be ready to roll again. And there's places out there that do that'll actually, you know, if you smoke your tire off and blow it out, we'll give you a discount. We'll give you a brand new tire. We'll put it on the rim for you and mount it and have you back on the road again within an hour. Yeah, that's the way they do it. That's entertainment. Abusing a motorcycle is entertainment. You've seen many other ways that people abuse motorcycles too, but not this baby. She's too old for that. She won't take that kind of abuse. Just like me, you know, I'm getting old, getting up there in age. I don't take well to abuse anymore either. I just like slow and easy, keep it mellow, and we'll leave it at that. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today in the man cave for a little bit. I am going to head back out and take another enjoyable ride out into the country. So if you haven't yet, just hit the thumbs up for me, and please subscribe to the channel. Love to have you on board with us. Until next time, cats, ride hard and die free.